Hey, Dusty, what was the thought process in letting McCullers face the top of that order the third time in the fifth?
Well, the thought process was the fact that he had two good innings, two real good innings, and then they hit a blooper, a homer, and then I couldn't get anybody loose. I mean, it was my decision.
Other questions? We'll go to the front row on Dusty's left.
Dusty, Carlos Nava from ESPN International. What do you think about Jose Urquidy's performance today after he hasn't been pitching since almost a month?
Well, I mean, it was very good. He started out, a little rocky, and then after that, he settled down, and it was very good. But he's been throwing the whole time, and he's thrown simulated games, he's thrown bullpens, and he's remained ready. I mean, that was what we needed, so I didn't have to tear up my whole bullpen for the next couple of days.
Go to the second row right behind you, sir.
Dusty, there was a lot of talk about the Phillies being able to pick up something on Lance. Is that something that you noticed?
No, not really. I mean, 4 out of the 5 homers they hit were off-speed pitches, and they hit one fastball. The bomb hit a fastball. Now, that's not anything I notice. I mean, guys are always looking for something, always looking to see if they're tipping their pitches, and we didn't see anything. I mean, sometimes they just hit you. You know what I mean? And like I said, who knows? They might have been sitting on off-speed pitches because that's what they hit out of the ballpark.
Go back to Chandler on your left, Dusty.
Overall, Dusty, just kind of what did you think of McCullers' stuff? Were all the home runs did he make too many mistakes, or just kind of how would you kind of assess his overall performance?
Well, I mean, it was kind of mind-boggling because, he doesn't give up homers. Usually he keeps the ball in the ballpark. And, he wasn't satisfied with it. We were very surprised by it. When it's 4-0 in this ballpark, and you don't want to go through your whole pitching staff because 4-0 this ballpark is really nothing the way the ball flies here. And so, what can I say? The line score looks bad, but, they were just hitting us.
Take a couple more on the second row on your left.
Dusty, what did you think Ranger Suarez did tonight to kind of keep you guys off balance?
Well, he's mixing his changeup. He was effectively wild a little bit. He kept the ball inside sometime on the right-hand hitters, and then they got him out of there rather quickly.
We'll do 2 more. Stay in the second row.
Dusty, you gave David Hensley a shot at DH tonight. How would you evaluate how he did?
He did pretty good. I mean, he was 1 for 3, with a couple strikeouts. But, for a young player, he was in there because some of the other guys have been struggling. And so, he did pretty good.
We'll go to Gabe, 6 rows back in the middle.
Hey, Dusty. The TV cameras caught Bryce passing on a lot of info to his fellow hitters over there. As someone who managed him for a few years, and he's obviously a pretty smart player, does that not surprise you much, just whether it was tendencies or whatever he was seeing?
No, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, he's a very astute baseball player, very astute person. And that's what teammates do. That's what good hitters do. They pass on whatever information that they can find and see. And now whether he passed on information, to actually help him, that's between him and his teammates. But no, that doesn't surprise me at all. That's what guys are supposed to do.
One last one for Dusty. We'll finish up with Kyle.
Dusty, the Phillies obviously 5 homers tonight. This is a very, very dangerous offense. How do you navigate an offense like this, and what kind of threat do they pose?
Well, it's pretty evident what kind of threat they pose. And they can get the ball out of the ballpark and they can hit. And so, we just got to go back to the drawing board and figure was it them tonight or was it Lance tonight, not having his stuff. And so, we'll go back and analyze it. We've had 10 minutes to analyze it. That's not very much time. So, we'll go back. We'll figure it out. I mean, last year at this time, I think we lost Game 3 in Boston 12-3, and then we went back and refigured some things, and then we ended up winning that series.
Dusty, thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.